Hey everybody, good morning. We're back from New York, so we're really excited today. I have the wonderful privilege to be a model for Miss Hanna Thompson here in New York City. So Kelly is an amazing makeup artist, and I'm really excited for her to bring you guys some cool tips today on how to take something that's really avant-garde or really popular on the runway and turn it into a more daytime look for everyday wear for you and I to be able to do it at home and wear it and not look crazy like we just stepped out of some avant-garde runway show. So Kelly's going to do that with us today. She's going to show us some tips and tricks, and we're just going to jump right in, and she's going to take it over and make me look beautiful. But to start, just so that you guys know what I prepped my skin with this morning, of course I cleansed my skin, toned it with the rose water, and then I applied the Argan Marula oil facial, the therapeutic serum from our Complete Organics by InstaNatural. This one is so great under makeup because it is super lightweight, absorbs really quickly, so it won't impact anything that goes on top. And then of course the vitamin C with SPF 30 every single day, morning, for sun protection. So that's what's prepped on my skin. And then Kelly is going to take it from here. Be sure to follow her over on her Instagram. She posts some really fun work that she does here in New York City. So her Instagram handle is Kellys, so Kellys work, WORK. So, and we will also tag that after this video so you guys have it to click directly over to her. So welcome, Kelly.
Hi, welcome.
Yes.
Look at this beautiful skin. I don't even have to do anything to start. So today we're gonna address like a fun trend that's been showing up. It's supposed to be the fall color. I wore it yesterday and put it on my Instagram. That is red eyeshadow. Everyone take a breath. You can wear this during the day. I'm gonna show you how we can move it around and like make it wearable.
Yeah.
So I came up, you don't have to wear bright red. You're welcome to, but you don't have to. I came up and found this palette, if you can see it, where we've got some like red-ish colors down here with the brown, but then we have all these neutrals like a gold and a beige and kind of a shiny one. So this is going to help us out. So shades of red are going to be much easier to wear.
Yeah, it's really good.
So I'm going to come over here with a large brush and I'm going to put this beige color on her all the way across her lids. Now any time in this I can stop and still have a really good makeup. So if we run out of time, do it in this order. So if you can take a look. So we just did a nice beige eyeshadow on her eye. We're gonna come back now with a blending brush, something that's round and soft and able to blend a little well. And I'm gonna blend a teeny bit of the brown in here. And I know you probably have colors like these, so all you have to do is introduce that color. I'm gonna take the little bit of brown and I'm gonna windshield wiper it from corner to corner, like this. Corner to corner, and then I'm gonna come over here, corner to corner. So if you can see, just like a really soft, really natural look. She just looks polished, there's not really eyeshadow there. Again, you can stop here if you're, keep going with the red, let's do it. So I'm gonna come back in with a different brush, something that's a little bit smaller but still blendable, and I'm gonna put this cranberry type color, and I'm gonna start it in her crease, in the corners, and then I'm gonna lightly blend it up. So we're gonna start right there in the corner, and we're gonna kind of bring it up. And if you can see right now, you can see the purple red aspect in it, but it's not shocking. Can you see that? Great, so we're gonna do that over here. We're gonna put over here and like do a nice little sweep, just in the outer corners. Great, and so you can kind of see again, it's like a real soft looking, red is in there. It's gonna make your eyes stand out, but it is wearable. So if we decide we want more, I can layer just a little bit more. This palette in particular is by Kryolan. It's called Casablanca, and it will build up if you decide you want more and more and more. So I'm gonna put a little bit more in here, which is looking good. It looks good on her skin. You can see that she takes care of it.
Yes, all the greatest skincare products.
So now that I've thrown a little bit more, can you see it's a little bit more dramatic, but still very wearable. Yeah. I'm gonna come back, same palette, with a little bit more of that same brush that I've already used, and I'm gonna put that same beige color up on her brow bone, right up under the arch. And if you can see that, that's gonna make it almost stand out a little more and have a little bit more of that red effect. And then I'm gonna take my brush, tap it off, same brush, and I'm gonna blend those two together just really softly. So now I don't see a stop or a start to the red. You can take a look at that.
Oh, that's nice, yeah.
And then we'll come back over here, do the exact same thing. So we've got like a nice, almost smoky, kind of a reddish purple. I would say that color's pretty red.
Yeah, that is really red.
Anyways, and then this type of idea you can use with more and more red if you decide, or you can even go more towards a purple red. So we're gonna go ahead and finish off and have like a nice little example of how you can do her face really quick. So she's got beautiful skin. All I'm gonna do is take a stick concealer and just put a little bit underneath her eyes. I like the sticks because it travels well. This is what I wear, and I'm just going to turn it up, and I'm just going to dot it right up under her eyes. This is something that you could do on the subway or at your office. Very easy, very easy. As you can see,
the stick seems awesome to touch up throughout the day too.
Super easy to use. This one's actually medical grade coverage, but you can't tell that. It's just really, really great, so it's great for sensitive skin. So I just dotted a couple corners. She could blend it out with her fingers, but I'm going to use a brush. And so again, I'm just going to put a little bit up under there, a little bit up under there, and I'm going to blend it in. You don't need to put it all over your face, just maybe where you feel like there's imperfections. Little blending. If I look around, she doesn't have any more imperfections, but if you haven't started using it all the way, you might, so put a little more concealer on there.
Yeah, everyone gets a blemish nowadays. I get always a couple down here once a month or so.
So, because she's got that beautiful skin, I'm going to be putting a powder foundation on her. Really easy to use. I got my big brush. It does come with a sponge, which you can use. Just make sure that you're replacing it often. And I'm going to put it right down the center, where most people get their shine. Right up on the forehead, right up on the chin, and then I'm going to move it all the way across here. And as you can see, it's a very light coverage, but it does look polished. So she looks all polished up and not makeup-y. I don't know if you can tell that, but she doesn't look makeup-y. I like this for travel as well. You just touch up, it's got a mirror. So after we've done that, I'm gonna come back, and I can use the same brush because all this had was skin tone on it. So I'm coming back with the same brush, and I'm using kind of in between a peach and a pink with maybe a hint of brown. This is going to look good on almost every skin tone. The darker your skin, the darker of this version, and the lighter skin, maybe the lighter of this version, but this color is excellent for everyone. So I'm going to apply it right on the apple of the cheek, and I'm going to sweep it into her hairline so it looks very natural. So here we go. Sweep, sweep. And then if I decide I want more, no problem. Just tap it a little bit more and sweep it up. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Blending it up to your hairline makes it seem like there's no stop, no start, so it looks like it's just you. Your skin's glowing. There we go.
Blending has got to be the most important in skin makeup.
Absolutely. So if you can take a look, see how we've kind of blended that up, and now she's got a little definition.
A little bit of life in my cheeks.
Absolutely. And so now I'm looking back at her face, and I'm like, you know what? I can actually do some more of the red purple, the red. I'm going to tap some more in that underneath her eye. The only thing is, if you're adding that type of color under your eye, you have to have some type of black, extra mascara or black liner just to delineate the two so it looks intentional. So I'm going to take a little teeny angle brush, the brush type that you would be using if you did gel liner, or for your eyebrows you could do that. And I'm going to take my very same palette, and I'm going to take that color and I'm going to put it up onto the outside corner of her eyes. Just right up against that lash line. So I've got a little bit more definition. If you can see that, how it defines it a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to bring that around. Now again, it doesn't even matter how red you decide to go with, it just needs to have black to counteract it. So there we go, there we go. I'm going to use the age-old trick that I'm sure you do. I'm going to put a little bit of a highlight into the corner, something bright, something cheery. I'm actually going to use the same ones that I've done on her brow bone and her lid. So I'm going to take that and put it right into that corner and kind of blend it in so that you're getting like a real wide-eyed, nice look. There we go. A little bit brighter maybe up in here. And so now that I got that red, like I said, we're going to be adding some black. So I'm going to grab my mascara. Lengthening, thickening, anything that you think that you'd like for your lashes, but it does need to be black and not brown, or it won't play right with the red. So I'm going to take my mascara, ta-da, and add a little bit more to her. There we go. Again, you can do 1 or 2 layers if you decide to layer it up. Always looks good too. Again, this is something you can do at your desk or on the way in, as long as you're not driving. So I'm going to do a little bit more over here. And then I'm gonna put a teeny bit on her bottom lashes. If you use waterproof, you shouldn't have a problem with it moving around. There's some really good waterproof ones out on the market, so I suggest that you take a look at that. So look up. She's got great bottom lashes. Wait, don't you guys have a lash serum?
We do.
Oh, we just remembered that.
Yeah.
They have a lash serum. That's probably what's going on, because she's just got great
Yes.
bottom lashes.
Use it every morning and night.
There we go. And kind of comb that out. And then one last thing to add a little bit more. You can get it crazy as you want on those bottom lashes. I mean, if you want to go spidery, I approve. There we go. So one last thing that I'm going to do to really make sure that that red stands out, I'm going to take a black pencil, preferably something that's not too waxy. Right now I'm using the face liners from Krylon because it's very soft. I'm going to come into our waterline and just do a quick swoop from corner to corner, just on that line that's right there by your eyes. So look up, and I'm going to do that. She's great. And then I'm going to come over here and do the same thing. You got it?
Yep, good.
One little quick. So you can do that in a quick swipe. You'll be able to do it faster than probably I did poking around with a pencil.
It's always the hardest part about getting your makeup done is like the lashes, the liner.
So if you take a look, we've got a really nice red base eyeshadow, really pretty face. I'm going to top it off with some lips. Now you can wear red lips like I'm wearing, which is very dramatic and may not be suitable for your office or your job. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a really sheer lipstick that has a teeny bit of red, a teeny bit of plum in it, which is going to echo what's on her eyes and be very easy to use. Now the one I chose looks very dark. That looks dark, you can see, but it's sheer. It actually has vitamin E and aloe in it, and as you've learned from these guys, it's really good for your skin and lips. So open, and even without a pencil, I'm going to get that color. There we go. There we go. It's very sheer and moisturizing. Blend it in. And I can decide if I want a little extra. If you want even more, you can use a lip liner pencil and it will really make it pop. But you can see how easy that is to wear. And again, she can take it and apply it without a mirror because it's so sheer.
Yeah, I expected that to be way darker.
I know, it looks way darker,
yeah,
right?
It looks just like you've, had a nice little wash of color over your lips.
Absolutely. Little berry look.
Little berry look.
So here's our look. You can wear red eyeshadow, find a shade of red that works for you, and get it up in there in that crease, maybe under your waterline, and echo it on your lips.
Looks beautiful. I can't wait. Finish my eyebrows, and I'm good to go.
Good to go.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Kelly. This was a lot of fun. I think it's really cool to learn how to do these really dramatic looks that we see on Instagram, on the runway, and how we can actually make them wearable for every single day and make it fun, because that's what makeup should be, right?
Absolutely. It should be fun.
Yes.
And exciting.
It's fun. It's not serious. So thank you guys. If you guys have any questions, of course, let us know, and we will see you next time. Bye, and be sure to follow Kelly. She's really fun to follow. Lots of really cool looks. Does some really cool theatrical makeup.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And look at how I wear red eyeshadow on my very last post.
Yes.
So you can see a very good range
Yeah.
and how you want to wear it.
Yeah, that was a really cool, dramatic look. Really bold, and really true red too. So,
it was.
Again, her handle is Kelly's Work, and we'll tag her, of course, so you guys have that quickly. So see you guys next time.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thanks.